Being in a relationship can be amazing. You fall in love with your best friend, you go on adventures, you eventually settle down, get a place to live, have kids, do butt stuff, and eventually die alone together. But unfortunately, some people get stuck with the wrong person or end up just dating the wrong person for a little bit. And that's fine, we all gotta learn our lesson. It happens to everyone. Most people end up going through several relationships throughout their life, and even before they have their first marriage. It's completely okay, but what sucks is once you are cheated on, and you don't really know how to react, and it's hard to even know, because you keep bringing that person around your family. You may have suspicions sometimes, you may not, who knows, but you're bringing this person into your life, and then all of a sudden you find out they're out having sex and trying to start a relationship with someone else. You're like, is it me? Am I doing something wrong? And then you guys obviously break up, but it brings you down this horrible spiraling tumble. And especially breakups can be really hard on everyone involved, not just the two people, but the families involved, especially if they've been together for a long time and it was a hard breakup, like there was cheating or violence or even just mental abuse. There it's going to end bad. If it ends bad, it can hurt a lot of people, not just the two main people in it. And with this video, I don't know if I need to call this mom a saint, or she is. She definitely is. She obviously loves her son, and she is willing to do anything for him. She probably knew it wasn't the best reaction to confront seeing her son's girlfriend out with a different guy, but I understand, especially with if the girl has been a part of the family for a long time. I'm trying to say the best reaction she could have had was not confronting the woman, but more of either snapping a picture to show her son or something. But I completely understand her point of being completely upset, and she probably just lost her cool in the moment. Well, so obviously she's been the woman that the mom is confronting, I personally believe, has been a part of this family for a while, because she's pleading her saying, tell him, tell him. That's pretty much all I can get out of it. It's hard to hear, but that's it. I would assume with this type of reaction and confronting her, they were probably having lunch together that day or even the night before. Who fucking knows? Okay. I love how the security guard gets in there. She goes, shut the fuck up. And he just kind of steps away. He's like, you know what? Okay, I'll just back away. I'll call for help, but I'm not gonna be putting up with this shit. I'm way too damn old for this. Again, it's definitely not the best reaction. She shouldn't have confronted him, but I understand the anger she has, and I don't blame her for acting out in the moment. I bet if I had a kid and I found their significant other out on the street and they've been together for years and years, and I've literally, like, I've gone shopping with them, and I bought her things and him or her things, and you get what I mean? I spent a lot of money and time on her thinking they're gonna be at least together for a while. And even if they break up, I wouldn't mind, but it's the fact she would do it in that way that I completely understand the mom's anger. So it's, but again, she definitely could have just snapped a picture. But she's also a fucking superhero. I would do that. Mom is probably the best mom ever, especially just telling that security guard to fuck off. She definitely maybe I was gonna assume she's maybe bitchy, who knows, but just by that hand motion I don't like. But Jesus fuck, it just told that security guard off completely, and he was just like, nope, I'm done. I wouldn't doubt him if he just walked away after that. I just hope this kid doesn't struggle hard enough or too long with this breakup, because breakups are hard enough and being cheated on is completely terrible. But if I've realized that if you're cheated on, that person, yes, it's going to fucking hurt and you're allowed to be sad for as long as you need. But that person is not worth it whatsoever. So I would grieve for a little bit, be upset, but then be like, well, fuck that. I have no reason to be upset because they obviously didn't want to give me the time of day. Why the fuck would I give them the time of day? This kind of reminds me of the time when I was 16 and 17 when I ended up breaking up with my girlfriend. Well, and she ended up going out with my best friend right away. And so my mom was at the gas station, walked out, and her and her boyfriend, who's actually my best friend again now, were walking into the gas station. And she held the door open and smiled, just gave him a smile like she would to anyone else. And immediately she said she got in the car and called me, and she goes, I just held the door and smiled, but the first thought in my head was, man, I just wanted to punch that bitch in the fucking face. And that's only because she went out with my best friend the day we broke up and then burnt all my clothes. Else she wouldn't have thought that. It would have been a fine breakup. She would have been obviously sad because I spent a year and a half with her and went through a lot, but she wouldn't have had those thoughts of, man, I want to punch that bitch in the face until she did those horrible things. So I completely get the mom freaking out in this moment and confronting her. Obviously, it's not the way to handle it. She should have just taken a picture and sent it to her son. But I do get it, and she seems like she would be a great mom. But that's all I have. Have a good one, guys.